Hello, guys, and welcome back to the new episode of Cat of Industries. This is episode 10. Well, last time we did, well, the stew part. Stew was the main priority last episode. Sure, it's always steps and little bits every time, but we are getting somewhere. Our power is going well, our stew is going well, and we're cleaning up. All good. So, yeah, welcome back. I'm Nair, and this is Cat of Industry. So now we our main priority now is to fix our deficit in literally every single resource we got, from coal to copper to iron to everything, which probably requires this because this also gives a large ore sorting plant. It's just extremely expensive. It's only 563 resources. Red ones. It's not a cheap process to do that one because red is also very hard to make. But yeah, my main priority right now, I feel like, should be to fix these trees to get at least cut them all down. I'm getting my. Where is my tree cutter? Somewhere. It's driving around. This is now also cleared out, so I could technically build a second one of these. So let's do exactly that. Oh my goodness, I really need a lift for this. Yep. Like this. And then I need this setup again. And again. Seriously, it's okay. That's just weird. Let's do it this. Wants to be good looking, but I can't make it, I guess. So we make it as good looking as we can. Apparently. A smokestack. So do we have maintenance? No, they don't. That's no problem. Add this and add this. We then unpause all of this. So yeah, like this, and now it gets constructed. What my goal is with this little collection here is to get more diesel going. We are making 27. It's just enough, but we're also heading towards large vehicles, which take about triple the fuel each. So it's gonna be impossible to run it with only one. We probably need yet another one after this one. Not going to. I rather have a little less trucks doing more work anyways, because they have triple the storage. They use about 2.5 times the fuel. So maybe it's enough, maybe it's just low. Anyways, we're slowly going to process through everything. Progression is slow, progression is steady. Slow steady is better than no progression at all. So yeah, we have all our trucks just coming in all the time, fixing some builds, always keeping play mode on. This is the thing, I'm probably gonna keep it on forever. So yeah, why? Because then I can always change things in the meantime and keep the game running if I want to. I don't have to pause the game if I don't want everything built. This is also slowly progressing. We don't have enough water collection to actually run all of this good. We only have like 6 collection, like 5.6 or so, and we are using like 48. It's not good. This little ramp over here is doing well, and well, we're doing pretty decent. We don't need more copper production, we don't need more iron production, we don't need more steel production. We do need to start moving everything over though. But we just don't have space to move everything over. Because one of these will fill up pretty much this die area. And it will collapse a little bit. Where is our tree cutter, by the way? I'm hearing, oh, look, the tree dropped somewhere in here. Yeah, it's here. So yeah, now my opinion is like, let's get rid of as much wood as possible. Because we don't need as much wood and we need to cut down these trees fast. So we're just collecting a lot of iron scraps and stuff like that. We're pausing you again. Why do that? Because otherwise the coal side will pause as well, because they are digging slight bits of iron in, and if this is full they won't be digging the iron. And we have scraps, so we'll be able to deliver the scraps as well. So he's collecting scraps and he's going to bring it to the steel one. Like I said, we need the scraps as well. Also, we are almost at construction 3, so we almost have the stuff we need. And we're also going to start and load the ship with the part 2s. Plenty of part 2s, actually. At least just finish these, so it will be moved to this, so this could actually start working, because there's no reason for it to not work since it's already hooked up everywhere else. So nice, we have a construction 3. Concrete mixer 2 would be a better fit because it's just less, but it's still extremely expensive. This one though is the best fit. That does require a little bit more time where I'm gonna build them, because I want to build them there, and while we're stuck here. Also, I don't know why, but we're low on mechanical components. Is it because the iron is too far away that they take too long to bring it in? I'm guessing that is the reason. Not even that much off. Oh wait, yeah, that's for something else. Okay, yeah, it's pretty far off. Okay, it's just coming here, I guess. Yep, it's pretty far off. Okay, so let's just keep going. This is slowly progressing. And go. Let's make this one also start making this. Even the smallest amount is acceptable. We just need the large vehicles after this, but for that we need red parts. Not many, we just need red parts. To buy some glass to make the part 2 for vehicles. And also, we also need to make the citizens happy from this village. Otherwise we cannot even buy glass. We can also wait until we get to actual glass production, but that's just far away. Also, this is too far, by the way. So we have found every single location we could. Let's start the repairs on this as well. Why? Because I want to have at least a backup, because this thing is eventually gonna run out, and then we have nothing. This thing over here is huge. It's just that we need to dig through a ginormous mountain to get there. It's not going to be a 1, 2, 3 job, because even this, where they have been taking forever, they barely made a dent. So yeah. They are moving steady. He's moving steady. If you look at this, he made he made quite some progress the last few minutes. I'm making him dig this out, and I'm going to start digging this out. I hope this starts cutting these trees down a bit more. Otherwise, I could force it to start there. Or not giving it the option to cut down trees anywhere else. Like, you need to force them sometimes. By not giving them many options. Iron is going well, coal is going well, sort of. Coal is not going well. Could be going way better, but it's keeping up. You're gonna be resumed because we're running out of rubber again. We don't want to run out of rubber. They don't run exactly at the same time. Not even a single one is. Yeah, they are not running flat out because we were fine with a single one of them. So they're running like 50%, 45%. This is still trying to get the other parts. Where are the other parts used on? It's not fitting this one up. Or is production just that slow? Nothing in here is taking yellow parts except for like a few belts, but that's not expensive. I may want to start a new farm. So let's start one new farm. But also give half of it to trees. Because we are slowly getting to the point where we are running out of trees. Sure, we are very far from it still, but we are getting there. The point is going to be there at some point, and it's gonna hit like a rock if you don't prepare. Look, I'm making this skinny first, and then fatter over time. Also, I'm gonna have to extend it this way mostly. But I want to do it this way first because it's more space. This is very skinny. This is a lot fatter. Sorry. I need recycling as well at some point. Also, let's unpause you. Trucks are going absolutely everywhere. See the brown lines? That's all paths trucks take. It's absolutely madness. They are going not a single logical route. All take a different route, even though they're going pretty much from the same location to the same location. Which is a lot more realistic than you think, actually. Because different routes mean that it's more like human-like, because not a single human takes the exact same route as the other. Every single one has their own route, and everyone weaves and breaks and yeah, stuff at the same rate. Oh. Cannot export. There's no way it can export. And import. We're fine on iron a little bit, but we are going to need iron ore quickly. No matter how much it is, we need iron ore. So yeah, got it going now. Slow, but it is surely going. Coal is also sort of keeping up, like exactly keeping up. I cannot make anything else that takes coal anymore. Otherwise it won't be keeping up and we need to build new things. But we'll be better just wait until we are at that point where we can make bigger vehicles. So we don't need to make more vehicles. Bigger vehicles are faster, dig more, carry more, all that stuff. Okay, are you filled up with everything? No, you're not even close. What takes the yellow parts every time? Like, oh wait, of course, yeah, I was making this. That's where majority of the yellow parts went to. I always say the color parts. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Part white parts, yellow part, red part, purple parts. Easier for me somehow. I don't know why. It is. I'm weird. Oh, look, iron gone. Also, upgrading all the vehicles to large is a very slow process. Very slow. Like, how slow? Very slow. Like, you need like 50 for each vehicle, and you can double the glass into yellow parts. You're buying 40, so you make from two buying glass, you make 160. That is no more than 5 vehicles. And it costs you red parts, which is the big boy problem. Okay, done loading cargo. You're the one. Deliver cargo. Let's start making some assembly 3s. No, let's wait to have a little more space. Like, it's too tight. You're gonna like make separate storages in this area for the trucks to collect to deliver to places where it needs to be delivered for construction. And this is where all the construction is happening of like new parts, and where the bells are going. But that it still needs a lot of trees to go. This is a very dense pack, so it's gonna take a little while before all trees are gone. Also, we are still waiting for this excavator to do its job. It's a slow job, but they are gonna start going faster because this is very shallow. This was a very deep part, and this was pretty deep. This is very shallow. This is extremely deep. Okay, we got our settlement stuff. Going back to base. Let's also start repairing this thing. I don't know. Repair different things is pretty decent possible. Like, we need to repair stuff anyways. So let's just do it once when we have nothing to do anyways at that point. Iron is going pretty well. Coal is doing pretty decent. Copper is just hanging on. So let's get one more truck into the copper to hopefully fill it up a little more. How are we with? Okay, we're out of cement, so these are on their last pieces of cement. Means I'm gonna start up both of these to start producing cement. And these go to only do when possible. Or if I get more cement from this thing, because I'm not gonna get a water facility going for my settlement at all yet. Sure, it's gonna bring in a lot more unity and healthcare. It's just not worth it. Also, coal is struggling mostly because I was lacking on iron significantly, and I'm now using a lot of iron. So the coal is now being used for all the iron, and the iron is being used for everything now. It's going very fast. It's not good, but it's going. So I'm buying a little bit of coal. I don't want to buy it, but I'm going to buy some. Rather buy some than nothing and be in trouble. Deliver the cargo. Oil rig is like the very last one I'm gonna focus on. It's pretty busy in this area. This is like the hotspot. And they're also driving back here often. For like coal or anything like that. So we are slowly making some progress. This is slowly getting longer. But it's extremely slow because we're not really digging any rock up anymore. Yeah, this is the part where we're digging rock, but it only has one truck working with this excavator, which is not enough. Let's put a second truck on it so it has a little bit more speed because we need this thing to end all the way up to this iron as fast as we can possibly get it there. It's gonna be a very slow process, but we're gonna have to get it there. Somehow. Because, well, without it, I can't do anything. You are almost there. That is very nice. You really are missing a lot of spots though. So you're not there yet at all. Like, you're missing this spot, you're missing here, you're missing this. Make it flat, please. 50, please. Make it flat. We're one dirt with all the stone. Like, the iron is like barely keeping up. The coal is not remotely keeping up. Don't know what to do. Like, the coal is not even remotely keeping up. The iron is barely keeping up. I can buy a little bit more coal, but it doesn't really do much, I guess. Let's buy a little bit more of this because that takes less coal for the same result. Let's do a little bit of this because that takes also less coal because we don't use any here. Because we already have enough concrete to not make more concrete, to not use cement, to not use coal. Or limestone, which we barely have. So yeah. Get some digging going. Oh, I'm still not used to the new place for job list. Let's do. Oh, that's going down. Let's do this. We're gonna have to move you somewhere. Probably back once we've got space. You're cutting down new trees, more trees. There's so many trees left to cut down though. Like, it was way denser than I expected it to be. I thought it was like maybe a few trees per so many tiles. It's way more. So yeah. Also, this part is gonna be dug down pretty quickly. This whole mountain doesn't have resources, so it's just a stone mountain. Which I did more or less on purpose because for one, it needed something on this side, otherwise it would be just ugly. And for two, we need the rock close by, and this is the closest you can get to rock in this area. Sure, you could also get it here, you could also get it here, but this is harder to reach than you think, and this is immediately reachable. But it's still all gonna be painfully slow. Okay, coal is actually slowly keeping up, sort of, looks like. Iron is back on track. That will mean that this is gonna be paused temporarily, so the coal won't stop getting things dug up. Oh wait, that's maybe also a reason why it's act up so bad. Uh, Copper is getting one more taken off. And now we are just waiting for coal. Just dump it in here, please. Thank you. Yeah, that place is a lot of iron. I didn't expect it as much as it actually is. But we'll get there. Like, we have enough coal going on to keep up with everything. And we can always buy a little bit more for some fuel. We are well good on fuel. So that's just buying a little bit more is not the end of the world. This may be the only problem. The only big plus I've got is that I have 532 megawatt seconds worth of power inertia. Like, so it takes about 100 seconds to empty this thing, which is very doable. Okay, let's see. How deep do you have to keep going? Okay, pretty damn deep until you get like here. That's deep, and then we get deeper. That's deep. Then we go down significantly here. Need some coal, and then we get to some iron. Okay, we are not getting anywhere close to that anytime soon, but we will get there at some point. Let's see. You've been paused, the coal is going, mainly because I paused it because of this little bit here. Like, one of you are going to get to none, so your priority is the closest one to you, which is this. So I hope you get priority on that. Then we move this, remove that. Okay, I want to now start cleaning up a little bit on the mining areas. Never cleaned them up since like second one. This one I never even touched since it started. Not smart, but I didn't. Okay, it's almost done actually, this one. Then we start digging further into this wall as soon as this is done. Like, let's just clean up my irons a little bit. It's messy. Really messy compared to what I hoped it to be for a while. Okay, this is also slowly getting its progression in. Only a small area, very flat, so done very fast. This is actually making good progress. It's almost big enough to get a single bin down for like a resource. I don't know if I want it here though. Like, I do want it here, but I just don't want it here. I don't know. Something. It's hard to know where you want when you want stuff. It's just you don't know when you want it, where. Okay, that's so sad. One little bit of dirt coming through. Okay, this is now caught up to everything, so it barely uses any resource compared to beginning. Okay, coal is still problematic. Iron is sort of going down, so we're gonna start this again so we don't run out of iron in here. This is again digging up a lot of iron. This one is digging up mostly coal. So we're gonna prioritize you for coal again because this thing is now also dug down, which you wanted. So your priority is now your iron again. And let's see how full you are. If you get to the 100%, we are gonna completely pause this iron guy again because this thing is just too busy on the iron. If we cannot empty the trucks, they will wait and do nothing, even though they have partially filled themselves with coal. Partially stuck on copper, which is not a bad thing. Okay, coal is doing well. Iron is now overproduction on the point, So we are gonna bring the remaining dug iron back, and we'll see what you get. Again, you get iron, like always. Okay, how close? Ooh, we are very close to large vehicles. Probably next episode we're gonna get to large vehicles. This is again, like a couple episodes ago, a death spiral of just construction and digging and that stuff. It's again, even for me, relatively boring, so I don't want to mention what it's for people just watching. I hope you guys enjoy watching it slowly progress like this. But yeah, like I did ask obviously for the time lapses of dumping ground. That is more like to the mid game, because for now we just have this part where there is not really a point where we need to dump a lot, so there's very little progress, so it doesn't have big jumps between episodes. It's more like at the point where you're gonna have a area you need for like nuclear reactors. That's gonna have to be huge, and you have to dump it in the ocean, and it takes forever, and the rest is pretty much stable, so you're just gonna dump everything into the ocean and wait for it. For now, everything is very unstable. Like, coal is not even remotely keeping up. It's just scary to see how bad it is at keeping up. Okay, so I'm probably gonna need better belts for the coal, and of course, obviously, better trucks for it. Again, we're gonna be selling this to get more trees cut down. You're mining out the area more and more. So there are still tons of trees that need to be cut. This little area of like 4 trees at first. That's gonna be done pretty damn quick. Like, there's 5 trees it has to total. So there's only 4 trees left now. One of them is now being placed on a truck. While this truck is bringing the wood down here. And going back up. Whilst the next truck is now going down. And this truck is now being loaded again. And this truck is going back for more wood. So before this is properly cut down, this truck's already waiting. Almost perfect. Okay, yeah, look, now we are at that point where we're going to extend a little further land inward. To this point. Moving over. Sure, it starts at the very wrong side again, like always. But at least we are making good progress now. Oh, that's better vehicles. Woohoo! Let's upgrade you. Better fuel stations, better vehicle depot. And a better ore sorting plant, which is the most expensive damn thing I've ever seen. It is, however, ginormous. And creates a lot of, and yeah, deals with a lot of resources at the same time. Like 10 times more. Problem is, this is so large it doesn't even fit here. That is not good. That's really not ideal. Like, let's keep this here for now. Why keep it there? Because I want this all to be dug first. If I do it to here, it's start digging here, which is not what I want. Not until at least this is dug out. Which it's almost done with. But as soon as it's done, I can get water going again. Because I'm always there. And that's indeed what always also happens where there's very little and it doesn't even register it digging up something, it just registers that it's removing something. So yeah, we're going pretty well. We actually got into our large vehicles position. The only problem we're having here is we are actually stuck on one specific spot. Specifically, we need to have at least a factory started, and that is held back significantly by the fact that there's no space. So yeah, we're doing pretty well, but it's just taking long. Also, I want a new ore sorting plant eventually, but it's taking long as well. Everything takes long. Oh, I have no coal whatsoever? That is terrible. What the heck? No coal stored anywhere. Oh my goodness, that is a huge problem. There's only one option. Coal maker. Like 2 coal makers is what we're gonna probably need. Let's get a U-shaped lift into here. And U-shaped lift into here. Serious? And now it just doesn't turn around only. Okay, that's what I wanted. And this, get a single smokestack and a pipe going there. Pipe going in there. It's very simple, it's cheap, but it works. Calls you for now to actually make priority on this. We need this priority out right now. Let's get the storage unit though. Place it like this, and make it wood. And impulse. So yeah, get a little backup coal generator. I'm cutting out enough wood, and I'm not using anywhere near all of it. So I'm doing this on purpose for that reason. Like, I've plenty of wood, and wood makes coal, and I am lacking coal severely. So yeah, not really a choice here. Gotta get it done. So yeah, that's pretty much the episode for today. We're gonna finish this for the episode, and then next episode we're probably going into our production for large vehicles. That is my main goal for next episode, to get as many large vehicles as we can, because it's a very important aspect, because it will make everything easier. At least a lot of things way easier. You're actually almost there. Look, this is all very close to end. Okay, iron enough. Coal, absolutely not. Somewhat keeping up. Don't know why it's extremely busy at the moment. There's no reason for it to be extremely busy. We have no coal here, and we have a very little bit of coal here. Okay, so extremely busy is weird. because we have 18 trucks and don't know where all of their jobs are on. Apparently wood and coal. Right. Let's put 2 more on this. Like to get a little bit more speed going and hopefully well, import everything enough. So yeah, we're doing pretty fine. Should be going better slowly. Wait, no. Cancel. And cancel. Why cancel that? Because we need it here for now. For now, we still need it here. Eventually, we're gonna move it up here and ignore it. But until then, we won't. So now we have extra backup coal, which is huge. So yeah, that was an actual end of the episode. We did a lot compared to what could be done. You could also just wait for everything to be dug up here and then slowly do something. We made very big preparations for this digging, especially this is making progress. We made a second diesel generator, diesel maker, because we were just not making enough to get any bigger, like any more trucks. Much. Now we do. We need to move this next time. We move everything over here next time. We need to move this next time. This can stay here. Doesn't really matter. This is slowly being built, so we can get our wood stored up. And yeah, we need better belts as well next time. Hopefully next time we get better belts, because then we can put them all on the iron belt, because that's what we need them. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I did kind of enjoy it because it was still active. It was not just waiting, which is what is enjoyable about this game. It's always somewhat active and very little waiting until like very late game. Then it gets waiting more depending on how you play at least. Not everyone has to wait constantly. Just how do you plan it? Do you plan things in advance or only when you're gonna probably need it close to now? So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like and please subscribe if you did. Leave a like if you just liked it and subscribe if you're going back anyways, because if you're coming back anyways, it's just a good support and you won't be missing any new episodes. And you can also change your mind back and remove your subscription, obviously. Prefer not, of course, but you can always do that. So yeah, leave comments, just support new ideas of new series. I don't know. I saw a few months back like a Victorial one. I may do that one eventually. I'm naming that one because it's been quite a while since I have seen it, and I've still not really been even remotely pushing onto it, which is just a bit rude, in my opinion. So yeah, hope you guys see you next episode. I'm Nair, and this was Gun Industries. Goodbye.